Hey guys, Reyfar here, and today I'm going to talk about Tailless by Erin Quinn. Um, I guess I'll preface this one with a bit of backstory and I guess explanation of bias. Again, there's probably a word there I'm missing. Um, so basically, my bias towards this one is I met the author. I was pretty keen to because when I went to TFF, Texas Furry Fiesta, I saw that Quinn was going, and I wanted to pick up Taylor's for kind of a while now since it came out because I've seen it and it looked pretty cool, and there wasn't much said about it, and what wasn't particularly nice. So I wanted to give it my own merit. So yeah, I sought her out and I messaged her like, oh, any chance it's going to be at the Fur Planet table? And she's like, no, but I think I have a copy around here. So she brought me that, and so I got it off her at the convention, and I hung out for her a bit, and she's obviously a great person. I had a lot of fun, but that's probably clouding, I guess, this video a little bit. But that's that history, like, because I know they're a nice person, I don't want to say any mean. Not that there really is anything mean to say about. Um, yeah, so Tailless, it came out a couple, maybe a few months ago. I probably should look it up. I think it was last year. Oh my god. Reaching is spinning in his chair. It was this year. It came out. No, shit. It's 2017. It was last year. Where are we now? So back on track. So yeah. So I picked it up from the author and I had fun with it. And so Tailless follows the events of Tailless, or Dolus, or however you pronounce it, who is the son of a commoner who's like a politician, and she's been on the run ever since the commoners or the politicians helped an enemy country try and invade and usurp their kingdom so the commoners could gain power from the kin. And they lost, and they've been hunted ever since. So like the reigning king, Richard Scottsburg, that's his name. Yeah, that is. And basically he's been leading a reign of vengeance, kind of understandably. You can't fault him. They did betray their own country to some degree. But we're not talking about treason today, we're talking about Tailless. So yeah, she's been on the run, she's working at a diner. And the events kind of head off because there's only kind of two people left on the list. And it's basically this other politician who, and I think I'll probably break in here what I like so much about the story and the writing is that even though it's not explicitly stated, I feel a lot from actually all the characters that they're not saying everything. Like, even though it's from like a close first person perspective, I think a lot of what their internal thoughts and wait, no shit, is it first person? No, it's not first person. It's close third person. Fuck. I need to get that shit right. Like, how long have we been doing this for? So it's a close third person. And you kind of get a feeling that a lot of the characters are kind of kidding themselves or forgetting details so they don't feel as guilty. And I quite like that. And I kind of want to go into it in, like, specific characters and stuff with spoilers towards the end. But then on the flip side, I really want people to read this. For very biased reasons. and yeah, so it also follows a few other characters. One of them is a politician who's somehow managed to survive because he ran, and all the other kind of politicians or commoners or whatever, they kind of just stayed in the capital and just cowered and died. And yeah, so as I was going on, it's hinted that he knows a lot more than he says he does, he warned his son. Actually, that's one thing I really liked, is like on the early onset. Um, I really liked Prowl Middleton because he just came off as really like kind of delusional and crazy. Because he warned his son, and he about the impending attack, and his son sailed to the enemy country, and he was forever under the delusion that his son was going to come over the ocean with an army of Ulick ships to help save him and clear his name and rest his country. And I'm like, dude, those ships ain't coming. Like, I can tell you now, he's fucked up. Uh, um, and yeah, there's a oh god, where to go from there? There's a few other characters. One of the characters I kind of liked at the start, Gretchen, who's a squirrel, I really didn't like towards the end. Just for my own personal motives and beliefs, I think she grew to be incredibly selfish, despite going for someone that was very kind of empathetic. And I'm pretty sure if I thought about it, I kind of realized why. Okay, yeah, it makes sense now. Actually, yeah, I thought about it. It also follows some skunk dude, and oh my god, Tim Timmons, the character with the best name, who's a cat. His name's Tim Timmons, and he's also quite a mixed character as well, and I quite liked him. Which says a lot, actually, what I like about Tailless a lot, is because at least what the word, the main plot of the story, I didn't particularly have much investment in, like, I know it's probably not I guess the nicest thing to say, but I was kind of rooting for Marcus Black the whole time. And I'll just say I was very upset towards the end. I couldn't help but feel that, everyone kind of had a kind of just cause for revenge. Which I think is what I find so refreshing about the story as a whole, is that, I like it because there's no broadly painted bad guy aside from the kin, which I think it's painted way too broadly in like stark contrast of all the other characters. But yeah, I lost my train of thought. I was too busy thinking about the kin. But yeah, the main plot was fairly, I guess, run of the mill, and the excitement I found was in the characters, and that's pretty much, I guess, I'll finish up with my recommendation is why I kind of want people to read it. It is obviously quite an under-assuming title. I probably doubt many people have heard of it. I mostly stumbled upon it, I think out of, curiosity, like a lot of the random titles I picked up, and I know that, from this point on, I'm definitely going to be checking out Quinn's work from here on out, because I really like what she did with the characters, and while there's probably some things that could be tidied up with the writing, especially with the first quarter of the book, like I found that like it got a lot smoother as it went on, and I don't know if it was just me getting used to the text, but I'm pretty sure that it did get smoother. But yeah, that's why I do say, stick with it, check it out. I'm pretty sure they have an ebook, because I really do like the characters, Anyway, I'm stumbling and repeating myself, and I don't really want to go completely into spoilers and say everything about all the characters, because this twists and turns are pretty good. I was kind of expecting one kind of revelation to happen, and I was a little bit upset that it didn't, but that's just, I guess how I would write the story, but you know, that's no place for that in reading, because that's an asshole thing to do. So yeah, go check out Tailless by Erin Quinn. It's a Rabbit Valley title, so they most likely have an ebook. When you add it to the cart, there's like a drop-down menu. If there's any other places, I'll dump the links, but I think that's mostly it. Like, it might be on Amazon or some places like that. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I liked it. It was fun. Yeah, so, I mean, if you want to hear me ramble on about what I specifically liked about the characters and all these little things, I don't know, message me or something, but, you know, anyway. I've been Reyfar, and I'll catch you later.